or even for Rock On for that matter. There were 4 friends there were 3 friends in this one. When I wanted to cast someone more established, they felt they were not sure कि are they the heroes in the movie or not. Established लोगों वाली acting की उम्मीद करते हैं. You know, and that's killing it. You know, तो आप उस established वाले को पैसे देके ले लो.
I was unprepared for everything. I went the first year, I was like, what am I doing?
And, you know, reading an animal's energies is a very, very important thing when you're doing a film.
Of course.
Based around him. So, we had a lot of energy working workshops where I had to interact with him.
Did you watch yourselves on the screen?
During shoot, I think we were strictly told not to check out the monitors.
And I get angry at myself, actually, why did I do it like this? Then there's this one other shot where I didn't like my expression. I was like, no, this is not working.
Just to fill me, just to fill me.
I have to start this interview with a confession. I was one of those people who actually watched Abhishek Kapoor's first couple of movies. I remember a film called Ufi Mohabbat, jahan par itne kamal ke gaane the, where he used to be an actor and we were like, oh my God, how cute is this guy? Was that fun and embarrassing enough to start this interview with?
Indeed.
But that phase was your debut. And the reason I'm bringing this up is here you are, you're sitting with 2 debutants and you might understand what they're going through right now. So welcome all of you to Just to Film Me. And does that ring a bell? Does it ever take you back to the time that you started in the movies?
I mean, that is such a good question, I have to tell you. Because when I'm working with a newcomer, I know what it feels like. And when I debuted and I did my first movies, I had no clue, you know, what to do. And I had my own thought processes. So when I'm working with new actors, and especially the 2 of them, I'm very aware of that fact. Yeah. And so I do whatever I can and put myself in their shoes. And I try to do for them what I would have wanted someone to do for me.
To do for yourself. And I think that there is an empathy, and that will answer one of the most asked to you questions. Why do you constantly choose to work with people who are just starting out? So thank you for that. I'm sure you bring an empathy to it.
It's not always a conscious decision to work with newcomers. You know. There are 2 factors, I think, primarily one being the stories that I pick. And those stories are demanding of young actors because the characters are young. There have been situations where I've wanted to cast slightly established actors, but then those stories were such, like for Kai Poche, for example, or even for Rock On for that matter. There were 4 friends there were 3 friends in this one, you know, in Kai Poche. And when I wanted to cast someone more established, they felt they were not sure are they the heroes in the movie or not. Oh. And actors were not feeling so sure कि यार मुझसे ज़्यादा role अगर उसका है, and the expectations are to rewrite it so that they are clearly projected as the main heroes, but that would just kind of kill the heart of the film, you know, because दोस्ती में ऐसे होता नहीं है. और end में जाके ना कभी-कभी एक actor चमक जाता है, but और वो character चमक जाता है, but मैं film तो कहानी जैसे भी होती है. और now when it comes to a film like Azaad is a new world for me completely. It's a new film. I don't think there's a movie like it out there, especially not in our Indian arena. And it has very young characters, and there's a horse in it, and the innocence of the love for an animal, you know, was the story itself was demanding a new boy, you know, and new actors come with so many qualities, such refreshing qualities that are them specifically. But होता क्या है कि हम कभी-कभी नए लोगों को लेते हैं, मगर हम उनसे established लोगों वाली acting की उम्मीद करते हैं. बिल्कुल. You know, and that's killing it. You know, तो आप उस established वाले को पैसे देके ले लो. You know, but the fact that you're taking new people, you have to have the courage, the confidence, and conviction. You know, to see it through, and you need to have clarity. You know, and that clarity comes when you decide on who that new actor is going to be. Your character and your actor have to marry them. Yeah. You know, and you have to make them each embrace each other. It's not like अगर ये मेरे क्योंकि लिखते वक्त तो आपके दिमाग में कोई established actor का चेहरा आ ही जाता होगा. You know, so एक नए को बिठाना उसमें, but अब आजाद के लिए ऐसा नहीं था. आजाद के लिए मेरे दिमाग में जब मैं लिख रहा था, I had a character, you know, if you've seen Mother India, there was Birju. Sunil Dutt's younger, Birju is Sunil Dutt's character, but the younger version of himself and the older one. I wanted shades of that character.
Beautiful.
The film was also set in that time. And Mehboob Khan Sahab has been such an inspiration. That movie has just been with me all my life. And to see a director of that stature making a movie like that, and the love he put into the young Birju, I said, if that man has shown us so many years ago how to do it,
Why can't we?
why can't we? And that gave me courage.
As much as I love the fact that you're sitting with me, I'm very upset that the horse is not in this interview.
Even I'm.
Damn it. Yeah, but what a cool start to have,
Oh
right?
my God, yeah.
I want to take this to the two of you. Let me start off with you, Rasha. I have to admit that when I DM'd your mum, she said, "Tum sab unki masi ho abhi, khayal rakho iska." How cute is that? This film is a leap of faith film, Gattu. Let me just say that to you, because here you have this sort of larger-than-life film, right? Did at any point, did that ever make you nervous about anything to do with yourselves? Imposter syndrome, for example. At some points, do you wonder, there's so much going on? Do you get nervous about the fact that there's so much happening and you, my friend, are in the center of it?
I think definitely. I think it just comes with the territory. And I personally always feel like that nervousness is welcome because it really helps you keep you on your toes. Because if you just start out thinking that you know it all and, oh, I'm not nervous and you're super overconfident, there are ways you could go wrong. But if you're really trying to analyze because you're nervous, you will probably get the right advice and the right track on the one that you want to go.
Correct. And I think music is so important. And I think you have winners with music. But I want to take that to you simply because you know a little bit about music. You pick the right horses for the right courses. What is that secret sauce?
Actually, I don't know anything about music, but
Wow.
I just know how
This
it makes.
is great.
I just know how it makes me feel.
Correct. Correct.
And it's very humbling. Music is that, like there are so many verticals when you make a movie.
Yeah.
There's a writing department, acting, cinematography, and so many various departments. But music is a place where I don't know how to play any instrument and I don't know how to make any tunes. And I think there are those who create music are just really blessed in a very unique way. It's not something that you can exercise also, I think. It's not like, if I don't know how to dance, I don't know gymnastics, मैं मेहनत करके पास सीख लाऊं. But ये music composition, वो धुन कहाँ से आती है और कुछ लोगों को आती है. And they are, Saraswati Mata हर किसी को शायद नहीं देती है. And I've seen some very blessed musicians and I've worked with them. And when I'm in the room, it comes from my story, So I just express what I feel about my script and my characters and my story and the situation and why I've created that situation and how I would like it to feel.
Yeah.
And so I just put that on the table and then I look at my music composer, Amit Trivedi in this case, who's done Kedarnath, Fitur and
That was you.
is a master, And then they just respond to it. And I've also learned that even a millimetre shift in my my brief can make the song a completely different tune, because it just goes somewhere else. And if I just tweak it slightly, and they can just bring it around to something else, it's like being in a temple. When I go to their studio, I feel like I'm sitting at a portal where God is going to beam something down. मैं वहाँ पे कुछ मांगूंगा और वहाँ से आएगा via them.
How cool, yeah.
और अमित इंसान भी ऐसे हैं कि उनके चेहरे पे भी होता है कि इंतजार है, आ रहा है, तो you're telling me, मैंने बोल दिया है, अब जब आएगा तो मैं दे दूंगा.
That's amazing. Yeah, you need a winner, right? And I want to ask both of you, what is it that you were prepared for and what is it that you were completely unprepared for? Rasha?
I was unprepared for everything. I say this everywhere. I thought, before when we prepped and everything, I was like, okay, we got this, let's go, I went the first day, I was like, what am I doing? It was not in a bad way, but I was like, I thought I knew nothing the first day, because I think you don't know until you're there, what the situation is going to be, how people are going to react. Not even people reacting, but how you have to be, what you have to do, how you have to do it. You know nothing. So I think every day for me was a new learning experience.
Fantastic. And did you prepare for anything? Like,
Yes,
you know,
so-
this
Yeah, I
I
think
got.
she's honestly being very humble about it.
No, it's not, no, it's not about humility. No, it's not about humility. That's not the thing at all. It's not about skill either. It's just because it's our first film, right? Yes, we prepared, we did our lines, we did horse riding lessons, we had workshops, we did dance lessons, whatever. But you go there and it's a new world. You feel like you're not on this planet anymore. You know, you feel like it's just you in this secluded world where you have to just focus on your work. So the minute you enter that, it's like you have to surrender to what's happening around you. Because if you go there feeling like, okay, I know how to do this, nobody can help you.
Yeah, he just said that.
Yeah.
Yeah. How interesting.
No, I agree with her. Like, you can have all the prep in the world, but when you're in that moment on the first day and the nerves hit, they hit. And I just feel like I feel very grateful for the team that we had and the kind of support that they showed for us.
Yeah.
They made it really easy for us. You know, whether it was our dialect coaches, our acting coaches, our horse riding coaches, everyone knew what the goal was because we had like a fierce leader making everyone's goals so clear, and that's a task. It's not easy, you know. For me personally, prepping a lot with the horse was very essential because like the maximum number of scenes I have is with him, and you know, reading an animal's energies is a very, very important thing when you're doing a film based around him. So we had a lot of energy working workshops where I had to interact with him. I used to sleep with him. I used to clean his shit, sorry to sound crass. I used to eat with him. I used to have all my meals with him. And it was very essential because when we would shoot a scene, he's not going to just come and say lines. I would have to, you know, really understand. He would try to bite me in a random scene. Like, he would just go like, oh, you know, and I had to really improvise that and take that scene to where Sir needed. So, yeah, I think we had that.
How interesting.
Kind of an area.
Are you guys used to seeing yourselves on the screen? Are you critical of yourselves? When you saw them on the screen, you know, what did you have to say?
No, I've been seeing them on the screen all along, so I'm not critical of them. I have to. I kind of make it mine, you know. And then when I see it, I know, okay, some things I can change and some things I didn't expect, which are not really looking like what I was expecting. But why not? You know, and then let's just use that and let's see how it goes, you know. And so ये film बनते बनती है. You know, it's not like जैसे सोचा है वैसे ही होगा because बहुत सारे inputs होते हैं. But it's also the power that I have and it's also the responsibility that I have is to take the best of what I feel is coming my way and kind of tie up everyone's feedback and the vision that I have started off with and keep it on track, but keep embellishing it and enriching it with these small things that the talent brings to the table. You know?
Absolutely.
But see, अभी शाहरुख खान जो है वो कुछ करते हैं तो सबको पता है कि वो कमाल करते हैं. तो you know कि शाहरुख खान अगर वो करेंगे तो कमाल ही हो. But जब एक न्यू कमर कोई नई चीज करता है वो अच्छी है या बुरी है वो डिसीजन लेना बहुत डिफिकल्ट होता है.
So true.
You know, so आप ज्यादातर आप देखें कि न्यू कमर से वही कराएंगे जो 10 जन ऑलरेडी कर चुके हैं और उससे बेहतर करके दिखाना. वो उस एक्टर ने किया था, देखो ये उससे भी बेहतर करती है. ऐसा इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट. ओरिजिनलिटी को परखना देखना भी एक रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी होती है.
Absolutely. Are you critical? Did you watch yourselves on the screen, on monitors perhaps? Posters, you know, promos, trailers.
No, I don't think so. I mean, probably posters, yeah. But during shoot, I think we were strictly told not to check out the monitors because why would you want to? Because if he has said it's okay, who are we to, you know, say anything? But that being said, I feel like an actor.
I would call them in sometimes, you know, to see it, so that they can see. Sometimes मैं कुछ कह रहा हूँ, communication इसलिए वो monitor होता है, ताकि जब if I'm not able to communicate or we're not able to align, then they can see, oh, okay, this is what I'm saying.
That's what you
know?
meant, yes.
But not out of like vanity that, oh, I want to check out my shot. You know, you can't be. Yeah,
but are you
exactly.
critical about the way you appear? Because it's such a, how do I say, we're in the business of, you know, our bodies and faces, right? And there's so much scrutiny on that, and there will be. And it's very important for us to stay above it and understand that that's an instrument and there's also the acting or the performance.
Yeah.
So how do you manage that?
I am extremely critical. You know, even when Birange came out, I remember looking at my, like the shot and I was like, why is there nothing happening on my face? You know, my hand could have been more graceful here. This should have been more clear. Why is this not happening? And now when Uyama came out, day before yesterday, actually, he's going to kill me if I say this. But I was looking at the shots, I was like, this expression could have been better. Why is this not happening? I remember there's this one shot I saw that my hand was here. I was like, what is this hand doing here? What is happening? And my mother was looking, she's like, you need to stop.
Yeah.
I was like, I know, but this should have been done. Not done. This shouldn't have been there. And I get angry at myself, actually, why did I do it like this? Then there's this one other shot where I didn't like my expression. I was like, no, this is not working for me. So she yesterday was telling me,
But I
you
want
need
to
to
know
stop.
the expressions, but you tell me later, not now.
Okay, I'll tell you.
Of course.
So I look and I'm like, okay, this could have been here. This hand shouldn't have been here. I remember there's this one shot where I'm like going to him and my hand was here. I was like, no, what is this hand doing here? Put it down. Put it down.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I actually, and now when the trailer came out also, I was like, oh my God. Why is my baby fat like that? So I am critical of nobody else but myself. And I think it's good and bad to have that.
Of course.
It's good because it keeps you on your toes. You always know what to better. It's bad because sometimes it leads to overthinking, but it's okay.
Amazing.
It's okay. Yeah.
It's obvious that the two of you have learned a lot sitting around Abhishek because obviously he's your director. What did you learn from them?
I've learned so much about the new generation actually, and how different they are from what I expected them to be. You know, in fact, what I learned was from their camaraderie. You know, it is such a refreshing new age relationship that they share. You know, because back in the day, we are so used to, times are changing and they're evolving, and working with young people keeps you informed. You know, so I'm also observing from them. You know, and like एक time पे होता था कि new boy, new girl, they're going to get into these complex situations and now they're going to have an affair, and you know, and marketing के लिए तो लोग यही काम करते थे कि यार project it like that, and but they have such comfort with each other and they're so supportive of each other, and I think that's very important, you know, because the audiences, the film, my movie is a living creature, you know, it's a breathing creature, and if the energy between them is not right, it'll suffocate that film.
100%.
You know, and the audiences will also see it in small gestures, in small mannerisms, in one word here, one word there. You can feel okay, something's off, you know. But I feel that they have the right attitude, and they are आज के लोग हैं, you know, and आज की generation gentle है, you know, they're soft, they're aware, or they're just better than what the earlier generations were.
How that's high praise, guys. That's really lovely. You've never heard this before from him, have you?
No, he talks to us. He talks to us. Yeah, he does.
No,
Yeah.
I've been watching all of you together at the interactions, and I just feel that there's something here that will last beyond this film, and inshallah.
Course,
which is all of you together. So, last thing we're going to do is going to be a fun segment, okay? And we're going to put the cool dudes on the spot. All the best. It's called
What about
Just.
me? They're the cool dudes. What am I?
I mean, you are the cool dude, babe.
Oh, okay.
Yes, the two of you right now, okay? Because it's the Just Do Film Me quiz, okay? And you are going to tell me the answers that you know, okay? Don't worry if you don't know something, okay? So you can trust me on it, all right? Welcome to the Just Do Film Me quiz featuring absolute debutantes, Rasha and Aman. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Sing a song from Rock On.
Rock on! No. Okay. I'll go.
इशारा rock on
है ये वक्त का इशारा.
Let's go. आसमां है गीला कुआं, नीला गोल क्यों है ज़मीन.
Well, she hummed. All right. Are you ready for the next one? Sing me a romantic Ajay Devgn song. I'm looking at you.
A romantic.
That's why it's interesting.
Okay. Shit, I don't know.
Got to help.
So help. I need the 90s help.
Oh, I'll tell you.
I recently heard one of him and your mom, and I can't.
हम दिल वाले.
हम दिल राह में उनसे मुलाकात हो गई.
वही बात हो गई.
Which one was this?
With Tabu.
Yeah,
I think so.
Vijay Path.
Vijay Path.
Vijay Path.
Bol Baby Bol. That's also,
Yeah, of course.
But Hum Dil Beche Ke Sanam had some great music.
Great
And I'm
songs,
sure there was
great
one
songs.
between Ajay and Aishwarya Rai.
Absolutely.
I think the romance of it just, I was like, what?
Name the film from where the song Tip Tip Barsa Paani is.
Nora.
Oh my God, she's got it. Are you ready? Are you ready for the next one? I hope you will.
Is it alternate or is
No,
it
no. I
buzz?
mean, I'm just making sure that both of you have equal of them.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
Tell me the one film that of Ajay Devgn sir that you absolutely love.
Golmaal.
Sorry,
Bhagat Singh.
this is
Golmaal.
the one
But
we're
it's a
going with.
competition.
Drishyam, Singham. I like a lot of his films actually. Yeah. Golmaal maybe.
Name any one film in which Abhishek Kapoor was an actor.
Ophir Mohabbat. You said no?
Not bad. He was listening, and his memory is
Listening.
not bad at
His
all.
memory is very good.
It's not bad.
Much
at all.
better than mine.
All right, fantastic. And the last one.
That's it? No.
No. You want more?
Fun.
We might be running out of
Okay,
time.
okay.
Give us your best impression of a dialogue that you heard. Okay, you could do either. Okay, one from Ravina Tandon and one from Ajay Devgn.
I don't know an exact dialogue, but I can do her voice at that time.
No way.
At that time.
You have her voice.
No, that
There are times in the
at
movie,
that time,
I
because she
hear
had
her voice. When I see you say certain lines in the movie, I think ये तो Ravina बोल रही है. You know, she sounds just like her mother. In some portions, there's a whiff.
There is a word called khanak. And that is something which is a very special quality in her voice.
Yeah.
So maybe you have it. Let's hear it.
No, so at that time, of course, now her voice has become much more solid and strong. But at that time, she had a little bit of a fuzzy, little bit more high-pitched voice, which was evident in her first few films, because she was also, of course, very young. So in Andaz Apna Apna and stuff, of course, Salman sir's character was Prem. You'd say, Prem, ये क्या है? ये क्या कर रही हो आप? मैंने ये बोला था. आप क्यों कर रही हो ऐसे? मैंने ये बोला था, Prem.
Tilu? कहाँ से आया है Tilu? Tilu कौन है? Oh my God, I love that film. Do you love that film?
Yeah. But her voice is so like, it was cute. Yeah.
Sir.
I think, you know that part in Singham where he goes like, Ali re Ali, Aata Tujhe. I think that's like badass, bro. And also, I don't know, this wasn't his line, but in Ishq, when that scene is happening of the pipe cutting and that guy just going like, iconic.
You know, we're made of the movies, and that's why we all do what we do. Welcome to the movies, both of you, and congratulations. I couldn't have said this to anybody else, but you're in really safe hands, and I'm sure that you felt it all the way. I can't wait for Azaad, but before we go, would you be kind enough to tell our audiences where we can find the film, the date, and of course, how excited you are? Looking forward to it.
So our movie Azaad is releasing on the 17th of January 2025 all over the country and all over the world. It's a heartfelt movie about the love for animals. Two beautiful young newcomers are being introduced in this movie. It's very passionately made by a great team and guaranteed to be worth your buck. So please be there at the theaters and enjoy it.
Fantastic. Fantastic.